we tend to get the bulk of our revenue each month from people coming back to buy the same products.
Yeah, and that would include myself because I'm not on the auto at all. I just come back
Yeah,
when I need it because that's I usually buy 3 or 4 months in advance, so
sure,
help with the
sure, and
shipping.
that's what we find most people do, right? Yeah,
And it's funny you mentioned that natural calm because I've taken that before, and it it will definitely let you know when you take too much.
yeah,
So that's what I liked about about this product. I mean, a lot of people know my stories. I'll put it on the internet is I've spent over 20 grand on supplementation. So I've
yep,
tried tons of products, and I've been to the bathroom more times than I care to say. But I mean, this product is I've taken up to twice the dose that it's even has on there, and I've had no problems with it. So
yeah,
I mean, it's great. Both products are great, especially and even the vitamin C with the L-lysine, the antiviral
right.
properties of that. Um, so yeah,
You
also
and Pat are similar in that way, in that he had what I called his room of retired products. It was shelves and shelves of different products that he had tried over, a 10-year period, trying to mix and match and find the right things that would work for him. Because, he'd obviously read probably a lot of the same stuff that you had read, whether it was magazines, books, newsletters, those kind of things. And obviously, you already said that your problems were very similar. The so once again, I guess I already said it, but the products were designed for one person. And the interesting thing, it's kind of like Apple, how they joke about. I mean, Steve Jobs designs Apple products to work for Steve Jobs. And if the iPhone doesn't do something that you want it to do, it's because Steve doesn't want it to do that.
yeah,
But when you design like a fanatic for that one aspect and it really works for you, you find that there's a lot more Steve Jobs out there. There's a lot more Pat Sullivans out there. And then you kind of self-identified with the book. I'm really glad it puts a big smile on my face because I know how much effort Pat put into that, and I helped him a lot with the book as well. And it was definitely a challenge to get that baby birthed. Tell
yeah. I
me,
mean,
hey, Brock,
yeah. Go ahead.
to kind of change the role here real quick. Have you tried the activated B with SRT?
I have not. I've not tried that yet.
Well, the activated B vitamins are another example of something that your body can only process so much of at once.
Uh huh.
Um, and when you specifically when you take inactive forms, they must be methylated or activated inside of the liver. So a good example would be like B12.
Right.
If your supplement says B12 as cyanocobalamin, which is probably the most common form of B12. What happens is your liver has to methylate that. It goes through a process, and we did some research. We found that it was something like 50% of people are inefficient methylators, meaning that cyanocobalamin, that B12 that you're taking, is literally going into your liver and being kicked out, excreted, and just going into the urine. And that's like when you take B vitamins and you end up with what I call nuclear urine, that really, really bright yellow,
Yeah.
pretty much flushing most of your supplement down the drain. Well, we did with Activated B, and here I'll hold up a little pill. I don't know if you can see it. With our Activated B, we do the same sustained release technology, but the B profile that we use has all the active forms. So instead of cyanocobalamin for B12, we use methylcobalamin, and that means that it's already been methylated. It's the active form that can be used readily by the body. So it doesn't have to go into the liver for processing, and it just gets kicked out. But also because it's spread out over time instead of spiking up all at once, you get the advantages of it kind of slowly entering into the body. So I don't know.
So it's kind of like the C vitamin because both B and C are water soluble. So I guess it would be the same kind of deal to where it just extends it and
Exactly right.
gotcha.
Yeah, exactly right. So I would say that one of the challenges is we encounter a lot of kind of thoughts that are in the mind already of people that are like, well, I don't want to take a tablet because a tablet isn't absorbable. It takes longer to digest. People just have this kind of anti-tablet mindset. Yet any kind of capsule or any kind of liquid that you would use would give you the entire dose all at once, and so there's really no other way to spread it out. Now, of course, with our capsules, we've done all the testing, and gosh, the word is escaping me. I probably sound kind of dumb right now. There's a certain kind of test. It's not distillation test. I'll think of it later when we're done talking. But there's a certain test that you do to verify that it breaks down over the course of period that you want to do. So most of our sustained release tablets, we aim for about a 6-hour breakdown point, because most people, yeah. Well, motility is actually like motility, how long it takes your food to end up in the toilet, if you will. And for most people, that's about an 6 to 10 hour period. Very variant, lots of variables depending on your GI tract, what you ate, all sorts of stuff like that. But that's usually the target that we aim for.
Cool, man. And yeah, I mean, you're right. I always tell people, it's very easy to see if either A, you have a very cheap and possibly toxic vitamin, or you may have a good one and you're just taking too much, is to look at your urine. I mean, you can tell very easily if it's real yellow. So
yeah, that's great. That's an excellent way of saying it. Yeah.
And neither one of these products, the C or the magnesium, I've ever had that experience with, and I've taken up to 4 grams, which is most people don't know. That's a pretty good dose. The RDA is 60 milligrams, and it's like that was developed way back when to prevent scurvy, and so people think that they drink a glass of orange juice and they're set. But no, it's what my site's about, man. Educating people. It's funny, actually. This week I'm doing vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. So
cool.
Today we're on C. So
yeah, excellent. Well, hey, vitamin D, man. There's tons of good stuff coming out about that. We, in fact, in our Jigsaw Complete, you can see the little new and improved thing on there. We actually just included, because we changed our fish oil around. We're doing an omega-3 fish oil with 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3. So it's the oil D3, because there's just so much cool stuff coming out about vitamin D, and we wanted to help and encourage people to take that. And obviously the oil is the best kind that you can take. So we specifically manufactured a very high EPA, high DHA, but also 5,000 IUs of vitamin D. We also include, this was kind of a brilliant move on Pat's part, we included sesame lignans, which help to extend the life and the usage of the of the fish oil. There's also actually an olive oil extract in there, and that has some kind of antimicrobial properties that make it too. I think our new fish oil, which we're actually about to launch, it literally, I think, lands in our warehouse today, sold separately from the Jigsaw Complete. It's been available in the Jigsaw Complete for, I think, about 2 weeks, but I think we're going to see our fish oil be in our top 5, and probably within 6 months.
You're killing me, man. Killing me, because I have another fish oil that I'm really highly on, and I'm also very highly on vitamin D, which is what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. So
okay,
good segue.
Good.
But yeah, a company called Extend Life. They extract it from the hoki fish, which is in real pristine water in New Zealand, and
interesting.
I've had real good results with theirs. But I mean, I know you're always putting out good products, so I guess now I'm forced to have to try it. But yeah,
I swear, I'm going to get you on that. I'm going to get you on that activated B too, man. That's one of my favorite products. Of the products that we make, my top 3 are the magnesium with SRT, the activated B with SRT, and the probiotics. If I can only take 3 of our products, I would take those 3, because I love them. And I, thankfully, have a great immune system. Gastrointestinal system is really strong. But, I mean, I literally have not been sick in 6 years except for last July when I picked up a virus that had me down for about 4 weeks. But I've not been sick in 5 or 6 years. And I think a lot of it is due to, actually I think a ton of it is due to the probiotics. I mean, I think that the B vitamins, because they help in a big way with, I think most people think B vitamins, they think energy, right. But B vitamins also help in a big way with detoxification. But then again, you're covering B vitamins in a different segment. So
no, it's fine. I talked about it yesterday, and I briefly went over both of those. I try to keep them real short because I knew today and tomorrow were going to be the bulk, and I knew this was going to be long.
Yeah.
So I tried not to.
Sure.
But no, you're right. Yeah, I mean that's two of your top three are also two of my top three, which are the magnesium, my fish oil that I take now. Hopefully not to be replaced, but who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, and then my probiotic. I actually sell a probiotic called 3-Like. I'm sure you've heard of it. But the difference is, and that's my like bread and butter, my staple. I've been selling it for 4 years. I mean, that's like my baby. But the good thing about it is that I used to take your probiotic along with it because the 3-Like is not meant for repopulation. It's meant for just clearing you out and getting rid of the harmful stuff so the good stuff can grow. And so when I was on your, I think it's called Essential Blend Probiotics or something like that. I saw the best benefit of any other because I took, there it is. I mean, I took that once a day, man, and I ran out, so I stopped taking it. But I felt better on that than any other probiotic I took, along with the 3-Like.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was definitely, man. It's all the products I've taken, from your company have been extremely gentle on my system. So I think that's great. And the purpose of my site is like, I spent 20 grand on stuff. I've been through the ringer, and I know what sucks and what doesn't. And so I'm here to keep you from having to spend all that money. So,
well, I think it's great that you're turning your experience into education for others, and I really salute you. Having websites and stuff like that, it doesn't just happen. You got to put effort and work into it. So, to any of your listeners out there, kudos, give some kudos to Brock because it doesn't just happen. You got to put some hard work and some effort into it.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And I definitely appreciate your time, man. Maybe we can do this again soon. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if your readers, if your listeners, if your community loves it, I'm happy to do it. It's fun to talk about this stuff. I get really excited about it. I mean, like I said, Pat really is the idea guy, but being kind of the operations guy and the one that it's had to make it work, I get passionate about it, and I know why we chose different things, why we chose to do different changes, different things, different ways, and I guess I get excited about it.
Good stuff, man.
Well, have me back anytime, and I'm happy to join. I'm happy to come back.
Perfect, man. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, cool.
All right, buddy.
Talk to you later, Brock.
Okay.